Let's go. Okay.
So you may or may not know that I joined Diane Hockman. She sent an email out to her list, and I decided I had met her at Bob Heilig, and I'm with her. Like you might have seen her with MLSP stuff, and she's called the Queen of Attraction Marketing.
Mhm.
And so she used to be an Herbalife rep. She said at one point she was selling on her own, not her team, $30,000 a year of product.
Wow.
I mean, sorry, $30,000 a month of product.
I
That's
was
a huge
going to say,
difference.
yeah. Okay. Wow.
$30,000 on her own every month.
Wow.
And apparently the way she did it was through like a lot of video stuff. So she had to work very hard on doing all this stuff, but she also worked on her email list and building her list. And it isn't that she has a huge list, but what she does is she builds relationships with people at such a high level that her average spend per person is probably double that of many other marketers. And so I knew this about her. And so when she sent out the message like, hey, I'm gonna pick 12 people
Mhm.
to train and coach and mentor. I was like, well, I'm in. And so I get an hour a month with her, but plenty of like group conference calls or FaceTime books within our own special group called the Good Eggs. And
Mhm.
she created summer school, and she wants to highlight us in summer school. So that's why I did like a Facebook live video,
Mhm.
just so I could just to get my name out there. And after that, I got, I don't know, like 20 friend requests. So she's edifying everybody that's in the group. So the 12 of us that are I think 13 of us that are in her group, 14 of us that are in her group,
Mhm.
she's edifying all of us. She wants us to create content that will be helpful to everybody so
Mhm.
that she can say, these people are awesome. You should go friend them. And then people, once they friend you,
Mhm.
they're following you. And so
Mhm.
what I wanted to share today is that one of the tips that she showed me about how you follow people. Now I have done I'm just going to share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yep. Mhm.
Okay, so I have done this before where I showed people how to make friends, like how you go to boards, like, to go to different fan pages and like and comment on people's stuff. And
Mhm.
then, send them friend requests if you could go to their page and like it.
Mhm.
So what her perspective is just start following people, and chances are they'll follow you back because you don't need to be friends with everybody. You just need to get an audience. And
Mhm.
so I ended up following, I want to say at least 20 people today, and I want to say 6 of them followed me back.
Wow.
Basically what you're trying to get to, let me see if I can do this on my I want you to look and see where you are as like followings, how many followers you have.
Yeah.
I'm at 309 now, which is nothing big. But last week I was at 250.
Hmm.
So in a week's time, I've been able to get 60 people following me.
Where are you getting the people to follow?
So
Like,
that's my next thing I'm going to show you right now. So basically what you want to do is go to a very high,
yeah.
oh, I'm going to see if I can just find Jelena. Because
Yeah.
it was the one that I was going to do.
I'm on with her now. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So Jelena, what you want to do is you go in your feed,
Mhm.
but just because I happen to see, oh, I don't see her post now.
Hmm.
All right. So let me just go my normal feed because this is all right. What you want to do is, okay. So this is a high, you want to go to a person in your feed
Mhm.
that has high engagement. So this one has several comments and 43 people liking it. Now, I know this person from high school or junior high. I've known him for a long time.
Okay.
But what you can do is you can click on like the likes thing,
Mhm.
and I always go to all,
Mhm.
okay?
Mhm.
And then it will show you, okay, you're friends with these people. Well, Amy is not somebody who's my friend.
Mhm.
Oh, but she won't let me follow her. She doesn't do that. And I'm not going to friend request her because
Yeah.
it would be weird right now because I haven't reached out to her and I don't really remember that person. She might be
Right.
from high school, but I don't know.
Right.
Okay. Russell, I'm not getting men. I mean, if men friend request me and I check out their profile, fine, but I don't request women.
Right.
Now, Heather, I went to high school with. I'm surprised she hasn't responded yet, but I mean, I've known that girl since junior high.
So
So
you're not
whatever.
friends with her. Okay, so you sent her a friend
I
request.
sent her friend request last week.
Okay.
Diane Morris Mack. So I click on her name. See, there's no follow. A lot of these people won't let me follow them. I got to probably go to a network marketer. Like Jelena's will be easy. I can get a follow. So you highlight, you like go over their name. Let me just do a man just in case. If they have an open profile,
Hmm.
you can be followed. And so I want you to check to see, okay, Coley, I don't really want to follow him
Hmm.
because he's not my target marker,
Right.
but I could add him as a friend or I could follow him. And
Okay.
then what ends up happening is he almost always follows you back. I don't remember who that person is, so I don't want to follow him
Okay.
just because I'm from
What are
India.
you looking for when you look in the list? Are you looking for numbers like the highest amount of mutual friends,
I
or
want to have at least one mutual friend.
yeah?
If I don't have any mutual friends, I don't follow them
Okay.
because I don't want them to think I'm weird.
Okay.
But if I have, oh my goodness, this is a tough one. Let me get a girl. Again, I'm going for girls because that's more my target market.
Yep.
Females, I should say, not girls. Okay, none of these people have an open profile. I just want to teach them all this stuff.
Right. 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 Right.
So, but this is what we started doing. And so you kind of get the picture of, I want to click follow on somebody. So you
Mm-hmm.
see kind of,
Yeah.
I might have to go to Jelena's just to do a better. Okay, so none of the females here would let me follow them, but I know Jelena did something. Jen Johnson. Okay. All right, there's really not a lot, but maybe I'll go to Sherry Brown. Sherry and Brown and I have a lot of people in common.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a lot of friends. Tracy Rose
Mm-hmm.
is not a friend, but I'm following her. I'm already following her. She must be an MLSP.
I was going to say you have a lot of I don't have a lot of MLSP people on.
Yeah.
Um, why do you do that? Do you do it to see what they're up to, like you learn from them, or because they're not really
Oh,
targets? Yeah, I mean,
actually, they could be. So the other thing so I'm just going to go ahead and follow some of these people. She's got
mhm.
9,222
Oh,
followers. Michelle Barnes.
oh my gosh.
I don't even know who she is, but I'm sure she must be important if she's got 9,000 followers.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm not going to friend her because she's probably not going to friend me. But
Right.
so basically what you want to do is follow these people. It's a less intrusive way to get them in your feed so that you can then engage with them. So
Mm-hmm.
when they post stuff, anything public now shows up in your feed.
Mm-hmm.
So when then you actually start engaging with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's really important. The other thing that Diane was talking about is if you want people to engage with you, if you want people to like and comment on your post, you have to play nice in the sandbox. You have to go out and engage with everybody else first. And
Right.
honestly, it worked because I met her at Bob Heilig. There was a picture of me in front of the Breakthrough Academy 2017 sign,
Mm-hmm.
and she apparently you can search in Facebook for tags. So like if you wanted to search for, let me see if I can do it on my phone. Oh, my phone's I turned off.
Mm-hmm.
I see this old phone. You can. So here's what she did. So if you do a pound, let me just say BA live, BE live. I wonder if that was oh no, it wasn't Be Alive. It was maybe Breakthrough Academy 2017. Okay. So what you can do is you can search on your phone. Sorry, I just typed in pound like BA 2017, and anybody who used that hashtag, you can find what they posted.
Mm-hmm.
And so what she did is her whole thing is to get people engaging back with you. So she's trying to pull people in, but she has to work a little bit.
Yeah.
She saw my picture, Breakthrough Academy Live, clicked on my profile, noticed I was from Connecticut,
Uh-huh.
decided to respond to me and like reply to my picture and say, "Hey, I'm also from CT." Basically. So she engaged with me.
Interesting. Yeah.
Then I'm like met her in person and I talked with her and everything else, and then basically the rest is history. But she says, we need to stop complicating things. If we were to open our own brick and mortar business, what would you do?
Mhm.
You would basically make tons of advertisements. You would talk to every single person you knew.
Mhm.
You would, if you're on a street corner, you would make friends with all of the people around you. If you're a restaurant, you're hoping that everybody who's around you is going to come to your restaurant, right?
Yeah.
So from a social media perspective, that's why she's like, she has so many network marketing friends, and she's telling me you need to have a lot of social network marketing friends, because those people are people who might buy from you. Even if they won't join you in business, they could be your customers.
Yeah.
And I don't think she was necessarily the biggest recruiter, but she made a ton of money. I mean, a lot of money.
And this is Diane?
Diane Hochman.
Yeah. Okay.
So her strategy is get people coming to you by first following them, engaging in their post. They'll follow you back. They'll send a friend request, whatever. You'll start interacting with them and genuinely be interested in them, because people aren't going to reach out to you if you're not doing the same thing.
Mhm.
And then in summer school, which I don't know if you watched any of that stuff in summer school yet.
I have not. I could catch up on it this week.
It's just, there's a lot of good stuff in there.
Are they posting one a day? Is that how they're doing it?
She's probably posting at least once a day in there.
And it started on July 4th, right?
Yes.
When I was away. Okay, yeah. No, I have to catch up on it, but I want to because I'm curious. Yeah.
So what I was really impressed with about that is, one of the things she talked about was if you start sharing other people's stuff, they'll start sharing your stuff and it will get their audience. So one of the tasks for us to do is start sharing more people's things, and not necessarily like her stuff or Ray Higdon's stuff, although I'm sure she would appreciate that. But like, let's say you did a really awesome video.
Mhm.
Well, if I forward that, if I like share that to my page and say like, hey, if you have any questions regarding whatever, give this a listen. Mary does a great job. Da 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 da. So she wants me to edify you. I did that 2 or 3 times this past week. People sent me personal messages saying, "Thank you so much for sharing my videos." And guess what? Those people are now more engaged on my videos and everything else because I'm more engaged with them. And it doesn't mean that you have to spend. Oops, Karen sent a message. It doesn't mean you have to spend a ton of. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you have to spend a ton of time or ton of money, but I know that we have probably been taught this before, to go engage other people. I've never been taught that whole following thing.
Yeah,
And
me neither. It is, but I've noticed like the top networkers that I know outside of like you and people that I just know, like Jessica, they do that. But they friend request is what they do.
But if you friend request somebody, they don't follow you.
Oh yeah. Well, if they become friends with you,
if they become friends, they don't necessarily follow you.
What do they do?
They become your friends, but you could not show up at all in their feed.
Oh, that's true. You're saying you have a higher rate of seeing it if you follow them than if you're friends with them.
Right. So if I get them to friend request me, like if I follow them and then they send me a friend request, they automatically follow me unless they change their settings. But they can also just click follow back.
Okay.
So all that means is, because I do a lot of public posts, they get to see all my public posts. They don't get to see anything that I make friends only or reduced. And so you don't you don't necessarily want to be friends with all of these people just so that they can see your stuff. Right. But if you start following one another.
Yeah. That makes sense. So you're saying that with a follow, they see your public stuff and they get a priority on your stuff as opposed to being a friend, which.
Yes.
What do you think when you have friends? What do you think the hit rate is on that? I've been curious. I'm kind of like with the videos I've done and stuff, it looks like it's about a third.
What do you mean?
Like about a third of the people see your stuff when you do a post. That's what I'm kind of thinking.
Well, I don't know. Let's see how many friends I have. I mean, I have 1,400 friends, 309 followers.
Yeah.
And I did a video today. There's 129 views.
Right.
That
Okay.
was 3 hours ago.
Oh, you're on with Jessica, so you see her stuff. Okay.
I know. I literally just became friends with her. She sent me a friend request.
Yeah, see, that's what she does. Yeah, so that's Jessica. So
But
that's
but so now she will be following me because she sent the friend request to me.
okay.
She will follow me. And I
Hmm.
won't necessarily follow her.
Okay.
I can change it so that I follow her. And
Right.
not that she won't show up in my feed. Like if Facebook decides the algorithm because she's getting a lot of engagement, Facebook will maybe decide to put it in my feed. But if
Yes.
but otherwise I'm giving people priority when I follow them. And then when they follow me back, I'm giving it they're giving me priority too.
Yeah, she does friend requests on everybody, and she's on a lot. She's on a lot, so you'll probably see her just because of that. But that's
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, and I see her because I'm friends with her, so we have a lot of people in common, and that's why I see her stuff. But yeah, that's interesting. No, because I don't love the idea of following a bunch of people that are looking at my personal stuff. But I see what you're saying. Okay, I didn't get that piece that they're only seeing the public stuff.
They only see the public stuff.
Okay.
So let's see what else. Rosemary. Okay. So Rosemary, this is a person who came to one of my parties once. She
Mm-hmm.
bought reverse. She actually didn't really like it,
Mm-hmm.
which is she just bought the face wash. I'm friends with a couple people. I'm friends, but I
Person.
can go in here and be like, all right, I'm gonna start following her friends because I know her.
Yeah, Jessica could have got you from me. That's very possible. I mean, or
Well, see, I mark it so that nobody can see my friends.
I
You
have that too, actually. So she didn't see you from me. Yeah, and well, she could have though. Like you comment on my stuff.
Yes, so she could do it that way, and
That's
that
probably
makes sense. But
yeah.
the as Diane would say, the less intrusive way to do that is instead of so again, I'm just trying to. Can you see what I'm doing still?
Yes.
I'm highlighting over people's names. I'm looking to
When
see if I
did
can
she put the friend request out to you? I'm just curious. When
just today,
because I was just gonna say because you commented today, and I wrote back to you about chemical engineer. I'm wondering if that's
possibly.
it's just interesting how people think or why they. Yeah, I bet
Yeah,
any. But
and
anyway.
I knew who she was, so I decided it was worth it.
Oh yeah,
Not
no, you'll learn from her. She's pretty good. I don't totally like her style. She's a spammer. She's also creative, but I mean Limelight by Alcone all day. I mean it's like yeah, I'm ready to turn it off. But that's
yeah,
just
you can unfollow her without
well,
unfriending
we're
her.
friends though. Yeah, I know. I mean I like her kid stuff and I like her. We have a lot of commonality. I'm
Okay.
really sick of the Limelight stuff. But and it takes a lot for me to get sick of stuff because I'm pretty tolerant. But
Yeah.
going way overboard, I think. But anyway, she's interesting. So except for that, but anyway, okay. So very good. I appreciate that. Okay. So what else? Yeah.
Okay, so that's basically it. Learn to follow other people. They will follow you back. You want to do whatever you can to get your engagement because you can only have 5,000 friends, but you could probably have 1 million followers.
Yeah. Makes
And
sense.
again, they only see your public posts.
Yep.
And so basically, Diane said to me, like my list, I think my email list is like it's less than 50 for sure. I
Yeah.
have not been successful at getting people, and she's like, that's because you don't have an audience. She's
Hmm.
like, you need to build your audience. And that's why she wants us to not friend. She wants us to follow people because following increases your influence.
Okay.
And so that's what I'm doing.
That's interesting. Now that's
Be-
different than what I see a lot of the other ones doing. The other ones, like Jessica, they're friending everybody in the world.
right.
So that's different. But okay. All right.
But so all
Mhm.
my business stuff is always public.
Yeah.
And so that's really what I want them to fall in love with about me. Like I want them to see my business stuff. And periodically if I don't show my kids' faces, I don't make it. If I show my kids' faces, it's friends only. If
Yeah.
I don't, I basically, for the most part, I don't show my kids to the public. I show that to my friends only.
Right. 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 Right.
Um, so yeah, basic things are start following people on high engagement posts. So you don't want to go to a post with like you need to have a lot. There has to be a lot of posts there. So Karen Colt, there's Karen. Hey Karen, she's not on here yet, but I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna do that. I gotta find another one. You want to just do. So this is somebody that I used to work with, Carolina Desmond.
Mhm.
Um, she's not getting engagement from anybody except for Rodian Fields people.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Well,
all right. So I want to now go back to the skincare enthusiast. So John Nani Melton talked to us about add tag message. This is still an effective thing. I 100% believe that.
mhm.
I went in here, I made all of you guys members, and you can all add to it. So I just haven't taken the time to add stuff to it.
You mean so
But
people, yeah, that people can come and see.
right. So because all I have right now in here is hydration.
Yeah. Yeah. Aiden, you gotta go back to bed, honey. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, so at some point we have to, as a team, like maybe I take Unblemished and somebody else takes Redefine, like
That's what I was
this.
saying. We each need a piece. That's
Right, everybody, if everybody just did a little bit, it wouldn't be so overwhelming. But
right.
we need to populate this,
Yes, I
because this
agree.
is where we could take our customers and start, if you'd like more information,
Yeah.
hey, you add them to this group, and then you're not spamming on your Facebook page.
Why don't we do that next Monday evening? Talk about that and how we divide it. How about
Okay.
that? That would be a good thing, and then give everybody like a week or two, or you know what I mean, to do it, and then everyone will have a piece, because that's the only way to do it. So
Yeah, I mean, there's too much there to make it
yeah,
everybody, but I'll try between now and then. Like if you think you can get to it, try it.
yeah,
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop recording, and then you and I can hold on, because I don't think I need to record the next part. I'm
okay.
going to stop share.
Oh, this isn't going somewhere public, is it? On my night.
No.
Okay, all right. Okay, tell